Share with us, now that you're on that single platform, that unified patient record, those disparate EHRs into one, what has been some of the most impactful key benefits that you've realized?
I go back to the three main drivers that brought us to the table, and I can say unashamedly, we have improved the safety of our EMR systems. By having a single vendor, the safety of our systems, the safety of our processes has been drastically improved. Like we trust our system. And so we wouldn't have said that before, and it was one of the main drivers that brought us to the table. The quality of the documentation, we've seen an improvement because we're on a consistent platform. And so the user interface is very similar regardless of where you are. And we have some providers that might work in our express care one day and then they'll work as a hospitalist. And so the consistency of the system allows for really solid end user training, accelerated and simplified end user training. And so that's helped as well. And then going back to that efficiency, having a single system without interfaces throughout for these key areas at least means that when we register a patient, it's across the board. And that sounds simple, but it wasn't something we had even 5 years ago. If you go back to having three EMR systems, that means we had two different patient portals. And so when our community would come and say, hey, I'm looking for my lab results, they're not in my patient portal, we say, well, they're not in that patient portal. They're in this other patient portal. So now they have to register for that. They have multiple usernames and passwords. And so that was problematic. And so we've improved our community relationship. Also, when you've got three different systems or multiple systems communicating, the bills that we're submitting to patients can be very complex and complicated and unclear. And so there was a lot of confusion around our billing at the time. And so that was one of the other reasons that we came to market and we wanted a single record was to improve, consolidate, and clarify our billing statements to our patients. And so we've improved our community relationships through those patient portals by offering virtual visits, by having a consolidated, concise billing statement that can be as detailed and granular as the patient would like. And then also, I'll point out clinician satisfaction. And when you talk about EMR systems, you don't normally talk about clinician satisfaction. A lot of times we think of EMR systems as a necessary evil. But by having one single system with an intuitive, modern user interface, we are seeing improved clinician satisfaction. They're forced to document electronically, but they're in a system that they don't hate. They're in a system that they don't have to learn multiple systems. They don't have to log into a different EMR to find that emergency department documentation. It's all in one place. And so we're continuing to see improvement in clinician satisfaction as a result of the migration.